I got a new pet! Isn't it cute? Warm up the CRT, it's time for another episode. Did you know that 75% of you watching right now are not subscribed to my channel? That's bonkers. Engagement is what makes or breaks a YouTube channel, and I need your help. Subscribe today, and let's build a community together. So what is the MiniPet? It's a fully compatible 40-column PET computer, closest in design to the CBM 4032. It does not support 80-column operations, so be aware of that. It comes in two versions. One is a direct guts replacement for your existing PET, if it's broken, or as a standalone, like the one I have here. But even the standalone version has all of the same features as the full version. It comes with selectable Basic 1, Basic 2, Basic 4, and the designer's own MiniPet Basic, which combines the best features of all of them. It also includes a diagnostic ROM image, so you can use it to test your machine. The DOS wedge is built right in, so all you have to do is activate it, and you get easy commands for interfacing to disks, or to the optional SD2PET feature. When it comes to video, the design is universal. It can select NTSC and PAL modes, supports standard televisions and the built-in PET monochrome monitors, and it also supports 4 different character sets. Basically, the MiniPet is every PET all in one. And no PET would be complete without the IEEE 488 parallel bus, user port, and dataset port. So I bought the MiniPet here as a kit from these guys back there, and I was going to show the entire build process. But after I got the kit and I realized how big the kit actually is, I decided not to do that. And that was a good idea because it took 2 hours, and I'm not sure that I could have really filled 2 hours with prescient and salient information for you guys to listen to. So instead, I'm going to do a time lapse of the build, which I've already recorded, and then I'm going to give you my impressions of that build process while the time lapse is going. So let's check that out. If you're a novice solderer, I suggest taking your time with this kit and reading the instructions through a couple of times. It's pretty daunting for a newbie. It took me 2 hours, and I'm fairly adept at flying through soldering, so perhaps that puts it into perspective for you. Speaking of the instructions, I was quite frustrated with them, because I thought the kit was sent to me without them. I looked online for these and could not find them. It was only after I was done that I found the huge mass of paper that I got with the kit wasn't just the invoice, it was the instructions. Silly me, my fault. I did alright without them though. There's enough differentiation of the parts to figure it all out without them, as long as you know resistor and capacitor codes. However, if you don't know the codes, just read the instructions. They will tell you how to tell apart the different components. But you'll need a magnifying glass to read the codes on some parts, as they are tiny. Generally speaking though, this kit is simple to assemble. Stick the parts in the holes, tape them in place, solder them up, and repeat 1,000 times until you're done. The designers did an excellent job with this kit. The silk screens are well done, the board layout is superb, and the thought that went into the details is apparent. This design is so pretty, it's obvious it was made to be looked at. It's clean, bright, and beautiful. One thing I found super helpful is that the maker ships the boards with the sockets and keyboard switches pre-populated. All you have to do is solder them down. They also populate the static foam with the chips in the same general order they go on the board, which makes stuffing the chips super fast. Just make sure the notches follow the sockets and you're golden. Something I found weird, but was actually just new for me, is that the power adapter is center pin negative, backwards from the standard. This is because the kit was designed to use the same power supply from other kits by The Future Was 8-Bit, and those other kits are replacements for systems that use center pin negative, like the ZX Spectrum. The upside is that the MiniPet has jumpers you can change, so you can use your own center pin positive supply if you like. Nice attention to detail. One big mistake I made here is that I ordered the kit with the standard keyboard instead of the deluxe version that comes with nice finished keys. That's just on me. I picked the wrong option at checkout. And here's my brand new pet. Are you ready to play, boy? Speak, boy! Speak! So I think it goes without saying, I'm not a huge Commodore or a PET guy, but I just had to get this kit to see what the PET was about and at least, you know, have a PET-like machine laying around in case I need to do something in the future, you know, without paying $400 quadrillion in shipping to get an old and probably broken PET in my museum. You know, and I really don't have a lot to demo here because I don't own a lot of PET hardware. As a matter of fact, what I have here on the bench is all that I own. So I'm going to, you know, at the very least demo a game and show the machine working. So let's go ahead and, I don't know, let's play Tetris. That was nice. Okay, so let's see here. And down is that. Okay, now I am the world's worst Tetris player. I am awful at Tetris. I'm also awful at video games, generally speaking. So I'm going to do very badly at this. But, you know, it wouldn't be a Joe video without some sort of failure involved here. I pretty much guarantee you I'm going to get all the way to the top of this and just fail. That's just how I am because I'm a bad video game and Tetris player, generally speaking. Let's see here, that should go there, and that probably should go, yep, see, I have poor spatial acuity. I am not good at lining up the columns and all of that magic and figuring out what's supposed to go where, and just, yeah. I'm going to scream, or have a lot of people scream blasphemy at me here, but yeah, I don't like Tetris. Never been a fan of the game. I find it incredibly boring, as I do most video games, actually. I love to watch other people play video games, but I don't like to play them myself. I don't know if it's just because I'm bad at them universally, or what the deal is with that. So, I don't know. Let's put this down there, and that goes down there. Well, that's, you know, it's Tetris, it works. The PET does what it's supposed to do, it functions, and that is awesome sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and round this up here because, you know, I think it's really boring to watch me play Tetris. But, you know, whatever. Final thoughts? Well, I think that the MiniPet by Tinma Software and the future was 8-bit is a great way to get started with the PET computer, especially if you're looking for the hardware and want to skip past all the emulation stuff. You could do much worse by trying to get a working PET in good condition from eBay or any of those types of sites, especially if the cost of the shipping of a 40-pound computer across however long distance you need to get it sent. Is it going to work when you get it? Is it going to work before they send it? Will it be in one piece? Who knows? But this thing definitely will be. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on my latest adventures. You can also support me through Patreon or by snagging some merch. Links in the description. Well, that's all for today's episode. While you're here, check out some of my other videos, and remember, 8 bits are all you need. So I bought the MiniPet. Final thoughts? Well, the MiniPet by Tinma Software... The thing fell off the wall, behind the camera there. The thing that I need to be looking at. Nothing sticks to this wall. Nothing. Nothing sticks to this wall. Absolutely nothing at all. Ever. Stay stuck to the wall, please. Try that again. So, you know, I really think that if you're looking to get into the PET and play around with that, you could go... You can't go wrong by going with this option. Well, that's all for today's episode. God. Final thoughts? Well, I think that the MiniPet by Tinma Software and the future was 8-bit is a 8-bit? 8-bit? You can also support me through Patreon or by snagging some merch. Some merch. God. I got a pet! Isn't it cute? Warm up the CRT. It's time for another episode. I got a pet! Isn't it cute? Warm up the CRT. It's time for another episode. I got a pet! Isn't it cute? Warm up the CRT. It's time for another episode.